How do you improve your learning? How do you learn faster? Learning is hard. We all know it's not easy. You can't just jump in and expect to learn something new. You have to work at it. But, if you can master the art of learning better, you can increase your effectiveness at work and in life. In this post I'll share 7 steps I've discovered for learning faster. Step 1, take more risks. I've found that taking more risks actually helps me learn faster. If I'm really unsure about a concept, I'll try out the concept and see if I can figure out how to do it myself. This may be a bad idea in some situations, but when I'm learning a new concept or technique, this approach works for me. You can also take more risks with new technologies. There are always new ways to solve problems, so you can gain experience by trying them out and figuring out how they work. Step 2, use your time better. Learning is hard because you're not always sure how much time you have. You might have an hour to learn something, or you may have 8 hours to spend. You need to use the time effectively, otherwise you'll never get much done. To do this, you need to understand what's important. Learn what's essential, and focus on that. What's essential will be different for everyone, but it's usually things like, how to do something well, how to solve a specific problem, how to get better at writing content, how to be more productive. If you can figure out how to improve in one of these areas, you can make a big difference in your productivity. You can use your time more effectively, and that will help you learn faster. Step 3, get more practice. This is probably the most important step of all. You need to practice. You can't learn if you don't practice. The best way to practice is by doing. The more you do, the better you'll get. If you're not sure what to do, try something simple. Try to do a few things per day, and make sure you stick with it. Don't fall into the trap of saying I'll start next week. If you wait until the next week to start, you'll never get started. You have to start now, so you can work at it. Don't be afraid to fail. You can always learn from mistakes, so don't worry too much about them. Step 4, stop thinking about what you're learning. There's nothing worse than trying to learn something new, and then getting stuck because you can't figure out how to do it. That's when you feel like you're wasting your time. You need to learn quickly and forget about the details. The details are there to help you later on, but you need to ignore them for now. Your brain needs to focus on the big picture. If you're not sure what the big picture is, just make something up. For example, I usually make a list of questions that I want to learn more about. This allows me to think about what I'm learning and to focus on the big picture. Step 5, keep it simple. Learning takes a lot of energy. If you want to learn faster, you need to use less of it. Don't try to learn too much at once. Start by focusing on 1 or 2 topics. Then, once you've mastered that topic, move on to the next. If you focus on a few topics at once, you can learn a lot more. You won't have time to get stuck, and you'll be able to learn faster. Step 6, make your learning goals public. Most people don't share their goals. They don't want to admit that they don't know what they're doing, so they keep things private. That's a mistake. Sharing your goals will help you achieve them. It's easier to work towards something when you know what you're working towards. This isn't a magic trick, though. You still need to put in the work to achieve your goals. That means sharing your goals with others is no different than you sharing your goals with yourself. If you share your goals with others, they can help you reach them. Don't be afraid to share your goals with others, but don't share them if it doesn't benefit you. Step 7, focus on something new every day. How do you learn faster? By making sure you focus on something new every day. The most important thing about this step is that it's easy to get started. Once you've decided what you want to learn, you only have to pick a new goal. You can keep learning throughout the week, or you can pick a new goal each day. Either way works for me. I usually make a list of new things I want to learn on Sunday and then just pick one goal from that list. You can use the same process if you want to learn faster. Thanks for reading. If you want